Do you know what the number one indicator of career happiness is, and the people who are most passionate about the work that they do? It's time in the field. It's not that they started off with follow your passion or anything else like that. And over the next couple of minutes, I want to tell you about exactly why that is some of the most dangerous advice that I have been given and that our entire generation of millennials have been given pretty much since the first time that we ever talked to a guidance counselor or anything else like that. If you were to imagine Steve Jobs walking around barefoot, long-haired, bearded, hippie walking around Berkeley, would you ever have guessed that his passion was going to be computers or design or anything else like that? No, of course not. Passion is something that develops over time. Passion is a byproduct of mastery, and mastery only comes with Mastery only comes with dedicated time in the field to getting better. So, the people who have really, really interesting stories and compelling careers often have very, very complex origins. Like, a lot of people did not start off with something in mind, and they end up doing that for the rest of their career that they end up being passionate about. Oftentimes, and I'm going to take somebody who I knew in college. So I was actually in a lot of the classes with the founder of a fitness company called Love Sweat Fitness. Now, she did not start off with passionate about fitness or anything else like that, but clearly, like, if you go look at any of her videos now, she is very, very passionate about fitness. Go, Jack. She is very, very passionate about helping people and building up this massive, online persona and this online empire that she has. And that only came out of really, really getting like fitness down. She started off her origin story of dropping something like 50 pounds and then started learning more about diet, nutrition, and exercise, and then started sharing that with the world, and it kind of kept tumbling out because people loved her story and people started buying in to the obvious passion that she has for that. So if you want a satisfying career that is full of passion, I'm going to challenge you to take on a little bit of a different mindset, which I'm going to get to in just a moment. We have the craftsman mindset and then the passion mindset. So first and foremost, the passion mindset. First of all, passion is incredibly fickle. Passion is an emotion about a thing. So think about the things that you were passionate about in high school. Now, when you're done cringing for a moment, when you're done cringing, just let that settle there for a moment. The things that we're passionate about 5 years ago, we might not be passionate about in 5 years. I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. But the fact is that passion's an emotion, and an emotion is a terrible, terrible starting point to make decisions. Passion is what keeps people in abusive relationships. Passion is what makes people buy things and then have buyer's remorse afterwards. So emotions don't really make good decisions. If passion is emotion, that's probably not the best place to start making career-long decisions, because quite frankly, whatever you're passionate about, even if you do decide to follow that path, you just might not be good enough. I mean, we've talked recently about a couple of days about the number of people who in any given field can excel into this top percentage of it. Not necessarily saying that you have to be in that top percentage, but it takes a lot of dedicated hard work towards mastery, and then a really good combination of that combined with luck to even get into the position of being able to follow your passion. But that being said, most people just simply don't start off with a passion, which is why if you ask a bunch of high schoolers, well, what's your passion? Most people are not going to have a very good answer, or they're going to say something like the Insane Clown Posse. And let's not ever go down that path again. Yeah, that's shame that I'm feeling there. Okay, so we talked about the passion mindset. Now let's talk about the alternative mindset, the craftsman mindset. So while passion kind of has this kind of ephemeral idea of what you kind of want to follow, it doesn't necessarily focus on the production of value for other people, the specific production of value for other people. Whereas if you have a craftsman mindset, the craftsman mindset is really, really focused on the value being produced for other people. Craftsman mindset is about creating something and putting it out into the world and continuing to develop your craft, building towards mastery, which only takes over time, which I've looped around a whole bunch of times, and I'm guessing you could probably figure out where that is a really, really key part there. So if we take a look at the craftsman mindset, we take a look at the passion mindset, it's very, very clear which path is probably going to lead to a higher level of overall happiness. And another big piece of having the craftsman mindset is that it values progress and process over the final outcome. So if you learn to love the process of progress, you can enjoy like let's take woodworking. Let's take, you can learn to enjoy the fact that like, oh my God, like I made a chair. It's a shitty chair, but I made a chair. It's freaking awesome that I actually did that. So the bottom line is, don't follow your passion. It's a lie that has been told to us time and time again. If you get really, really good at rare and valuable skills, then that is really, really where you have a lot more career leverage. And I could go on and on about career leverage and career capital and this other kind of stuff. But the idea though is that if you get good enough at rare and valuable skills, people will pay you for those rare and valuable skills that will allow you to go pursue your passion and go down whatever paths you want, because oftentimes passions are hobbies and those don't necessarily make great careers. But if you do something well enough, then you can ask for more money to do that one thing that will allow you to go, do the thing that you really, really want to be doing, the things that you can be passionate about without sacrificing your career, without sacrificing the overall happiness. Because if we take a look at, the studies show time and time again, right now we are at an all-time low for career and professional happiness, and largely it's because we've been told, follow your passion. So how about this? Don't.